Hello, and welcome to this episode of Cosmic Soup. On today's episode, we will be discussing how best to surf the cosmic fire wave that is barreling towards us. The month of April, I think, will shape up to be pretty juicy. In a time when I am tired of it being juicy. It is in the month of April that basically, a huge chunk, almost half of the astrological bodies will move from Pisces to Aries. And they'll all be in Aries together. Why this is important, you might ask, is that's important because that is a sensitive spot. Right? That is the very end of the zodiac, the very beginning of the zodiac. It represents, like cosmic birth. Pisces is the womb, the place where the self existed before the self even existed. And Aries is like the very beginning of self. I liken this transition to wildfire. Right? You have manna from the heavens, lightning. That creates the first combustion, and Aries is the fire. Aries fire can burn through the understory and clear out all the ladder fuels. It can get up some of the dead vegetation, and it can make space for new growth. It can put nutrients back into the soil. Overall, Aries fire can be regenerative, but Aries fire can also be stand replacing fire, where it gets into the canopy of the trees and it kills all of them, right? And there's no more trees to make seed. It gets so fucking hot that it scorches the earth and it kills the seed bank. So, the forest floor is like a seed bank. It's actually pretty cool. And it gets rid of all of the nutrients that exists, and it actually makes the soil like hydrophobic. So like the water can't get in there. The water can't penetrate, and it becomes slick as shit in the spring and fall, and it's very difficult to get the trees to go back there. Aries fire can be like, it can be both. That was a lot, wow. So basically a fire's coming in our lives, and the question is, how do you flow with it? Right? Because my astrology, I want to talk about how to utilize the energy and to move with it. It doesn't so much matter exactly how it's going to reflect in your life, whether it will be positive or negative, because it will be both. That's one of the things that I like about astrology, is that each aspect has a positive and negative expression, and you never know. So I think going forward in this time period, this is what I've decided might be important, is to think about your creative passions and the things that move you, right? Aries represents our almost like primal drive, our creative passion, our sense of self-expression, those types of things. Think to moments when you are doing things and moving and it feels good, and then look at what it is that makes you feel good in those moments. Find the good forward movement and focus on those things in life right now. I think it'll be super important to ground in this time period, because so much of the energy, none of it really grounds us, right? Everything is Aries fire, air, and then Cancer water, but even that in and of itself is very emotional. So it's very emotional, fast-paced moving. It'll be so important to lay on the earth, take a shower, meditate, do the things that connect you to you and you on earth. What else? A lot of this astrology is about, looking at your sense of self. Aries represents I am. Who are you? The universe is going to ask you that. And I think that it will be super important to be open to that concept. realize right now that there is more to you than you could ever imagine. And the last thing, I think it would be very important to remember that we are all riding the same cosmic wave and just having very different experiences of it. Maybe tying back to that commonality could help us to give each other more grace and kindness and compassion, because this heart out here should be burning. And that's it. If you made it this far, thank you. Have a wonderful day.